Zone C secure.
Now that's how you defend a B flag. How's it going, YouTube? This is Spearfield7, here with another Destiny gameplay. Honestly, I haven't been playing the game a whole lot lately because as the new patches have been released, I've been having a worse and worse time playing the game. And since this channel is about fun and me having fun in general, I don't know what the future of Destiny updates are going to be in the future. I've never seen a game actively work so hard to keep you from playing it. There's a Crucible level cap every single week. You can only play so many games before you can no longer earn XP. The Iron Banner has been kind of a joke. What you're seeing is a full gameplay on the Iron Banner, where I go absolutely ham on the other team and have a lot of fun doing it. But, yeah, I mean, the Iron Banner is sort of a joke. The way it was sort of originally promised was if you grind the game really hard and you earn these really overpowered guns, you would be able to use them at their full damage level. And many people have come out and proven that basically, even if you're a level 3 in the Iron Banner, you're still going to do as well as, you know, a max level player with exotic weapons and whatnot. So it's just kind of annoying at this point, because I think what's going on here by Bungie is they don't want people to max out the game experience too quickly. And I understand that, but it's sort of like, if people have an enthusiasm for your game, you should allow them to actually reap the rewards of playing the game. This kind of bullcrap excuse that you're making it balanced and even for the casual players, while it's a noble thing to do, you're really turning off people who actually do enjoy the game. As the updates have been coming out, I've been seeing more and more weird lag situations where people, like, the bullets aren't registering on enemies. People, like, you know, jump towards you and then somehow pop up behind you even though you saw them land in front of you. So it's just been kind of frustrating getting used to this game. I grinded it very hard for a couple weeks. I really had high hopes for this game, but it's turning out to be kind of a chore to play and really frustrating. So anyways, yeah, I got to level 20 in about 2 or 3 days, and since then I'm not down for killing the same bosses, you know, 50 times to hopefully get some randomly generated material to upgrade my legendary armor. I mean, it's kind of boring, and it's really frustrating that there wasn't more content. It wasn't truly a sandbox. That's why I'm really excited about Grand Theft Auto coming out in November, because that's a true sandbox game. And if you're bored, it's sort of like, well, you can, you know, make up your own fun, sort of independent from what the game's telling you to do. In the beginning, I was a massive apologist for this game against all the criticism, but as I play more and more, there are staggering areas that deserve a fix, or at least some attention from Bungie. First off is the grind. With anyone who has played MMOs, the grind is common. You play missions over and over again, trying to get better loot and upgrades for your character. And from what I've read and witnessed, the Destiny experience is somewhat diluted compared to a true RPG or MMO experience as far as just how much content there is. This game is more of a first-person shooter with an open world, and constantly repeating the same easy missions beyond level 20 is extremely dull and unrewarding for the most part. You get XP, but it requires you beating a bottom level boss around 8 to 10 times, and in the case of the Fallen Walkers, where, you know, you weren't even credited for the bounty unless you got the kill shot, has led players to change their participation habits and try to steal their objectives as quickly and painlessly as possible. People are going AFK like crazy during the Iron Banner tournament to hopefully be on a winning team, and it's grody, you know, and these are the pitfalls of trying to cater to both casual and hardcore players and keep it balanced for everyone, is that the experienced players get punished, basically, for the casual players not playing the game as much. And so, I mean, it's not really fun if people are really invested and interested in the game. Next up is the skill gap. As a big PvP first-person shooter fanatic, I was excited about the promised increase in skill gap compared to games like Call of Duty, and the idea that slow time to kill and emphasis on headshots was going to reward people with gun skill. And however, as you play the Crucible after a couple weeks, you really notice how strongly they're catering to less experienced, less skilled players. Grenades and secondary weapons are considered the primaries for most, and they never really adjusted to the challenge of using like an actual assault rifle because of the recoil, which admittedly is a lot higher than Call of Duty. So now what you see is people hiding under Titan bubbles to capture flags and control, and, you know, doubling and tripling their health. So it's hard to shoot them, and, you know, people have just learned to do the muscle memory where they just shotgun and then melee to wipe up easier kills. And I think the promises and discussions about increased skill gaps were kind of overstated. I mean, it's easy for someone with less skill to do well, regardless of being outgunned with a more accurate enemy. And with all the lag issues I've had lately, I've been getting 6, 7, 8 headshots and still not being able to polish people off. So the weapon balance is just kind of completely broken at this point. If you have a shotgun, you can kill people in one shot. If you have an AR, you know, you just gotta hope for the best that the connection is stable enough for you to actually be rewarded for your kill. And that's just something I don't want to really focus too much on. I kind of, at this point, I have the game on a short leash, and with Advanced Warfare coming out in a couple weeks, this might be a game that kind of goes away for a while for me. Lastly, the netcode. This took some getting used to, but after a couple patches now, I'm surprised that the game feels kind of laggy. Oftentimes you kill someone and they're able to melee you or throw a grenade from the dead like some sort of freaking zombie, which gets really annoying. And with all my lag issues lately, you know, now it's not even registering. So like, I'll kill somebody and literally it'll take 4 or 5 seconds to come up on my screen that I killed them. And that's just completely unacceptable. And it causes me to, you know, freak out because it's like, is this person dead? I've also seen, you know, where I've thrown, you know, a knife directly in someone's forehead. It doesn't even register. And so I don't know what's happening, but it seems like with every patch and update that comes out, my gameplay experience just gets worse and worse. And it's just not that fun. Sometimes the hitboxes don't attach to the characters themselves, so it becomes confusing at times when the health bar is not weakening and you're hitting people with like direct sniper rifle shots, you know, where every single individual shot counts, and not seeing that registered is sort of depressing. I was recently in a game of free-for-all with like a scout rifle, and my shots weren't even registering until about bullet 4. And since the game only gives strength to auto rifles in general, this is a critical problem when the game's goals and missions involve you using weak weapons like the hand cannon or scout rifle for XP. I want the games to feel as much like LAN connection as possible. And, you know, in most games in general, I would totally welcome lower quality graphics as long as it was easier to load and the netcode was improved. but I gotta give Bungie props. Destiny is the prettiest game I've played on the PS4 to date. So anyways, these are just some of my minor complaints with the game. It is a fun game, but the more and more I play it, and the more the player base grows, I just see a lot of frustrating crap that I just wish they were better than. I'm just kind of disappointed that a company as prestigious and legendary as Bungie would not understand these things by now, that sort of break their game and make it an unenjoyable experience. But anyways, that's all I got for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. This was a really strong gameplay for me. Until next time, this is Spearfield 7. See you later.